The best time ever, Jamil srour.
Madam Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I remember when I was a little boy, my wonderful mother used to send us along with my other brothers to the farm to collect wood so she can start fire to cook for us. A few years ago, when my mom came from the land of Palestine to visit us here in the United States, we were sitting home and it was a time for me to get her a plate of food. I put the food on the plate and I opened a little square box in the wall, which we call microwave, and I opened it and I put the plate and I pushed 300 star. And I continued my conversation with my mother. 3 minutes later, I get alarm telling me the food is ready. I open the box, I get the food out, I put it on the table for my mother. What a big difference between the two cooking experiences. My mother for me and me for my mother. My mother was so shocked. How did I heat her food without using any heating elements that she can recognize? No fire, no wood, no smoke, no even stove elements. So I have to explain to my mother how the technology did heat her food without going to the farm and get wood. For my mother, it was the microwave incident. For me, that incident started my life in discovering my kingdom in this world. For my mom was a microwave, but for me was everything else I have and enjoy in this life. She made me feel that I am the king of my days. I might not have a crown on my head, but I have a crown in my heart because I see and I appreciate everything I have. For everything I have, none of the kings throughout the history of a human being ever had. From the most simple thing, like pen, they never had pen to write, they never had paper, to the most complicated things, which is to me, they never had a car to start with a finger touch, that they can give anyone they want. They never had this, they never had computers, they never had air conditioning. The greatest king ever lived never had in his kingdom, in his palace, a key switch that by his fingertip touch can light the whole palace. Never had in the history. I have it in my home. I have it in my collection. I have everything I have, and I enjoy everything I have, and I had, and I will always have. Fellow queens and kings, I want to address you as queens and kings, because you are. You might not see it, but today is my invitation for you to start feeling the thing I feel and discover the thing I discover. For you have things more Cleopatra ever had of Egypt. For you have things Alexander the Great never had. Alexander the Great never had airplane to go to India. Alexander the Great never had access to medical care that you have access to. He died in the middle of the jungles, nowhere, because he did not have what we have, what we enjoy every day. I invite you to go home and treat each other as queens and kings. Treat your kids as princes and princesses. For this is your kingdom within the wall of your house. And look at everything. When you open the refrigerator, enjoy everything that they have. Did not go bad because you have a refrigerator. When you cut the light on, enjoy the light because you did not have to light a big light and to have a light in your house. And most of all, the technology that we have, the information technology made me realize that I lived longer than any king in the history of the humankind that ever lived. My life is more than 2,000 years. By the time I die, within 90 years or 80 years, I have things that I enjoy and places that I went to. It would take years and years and hundreds of years for the other kings and queens to get. I don't have to ride camels to go to Saudi Arabia for 6 months trip. I do not have to go through the camels to go to Utah and San Francisco and California stay within 1 week. I enjoy the airplanes. I did not have to go to the library looking for books to get information. I went to the computer for my MBA researches here and click just the keyword and every information I need to get is there. It would take me years and months to get otherwise. Fellow queens and kings, this is the time and this is the kingdom. Enjoy, go home, start your car with appreciation that you have what Pharaoh of Egypt did not have, Cleopatra did not have, King David, King Solomon, Alexander the Great. So, if I were to choose to live in the king of the 5th century or Jamil srour of the 21st century, I would choose to live today because this is the best time ever. Madam